In June of 2023, Rylo Rodriguez released his album Ben 1, and I was blessed enough to help make the beat on one of the biggest songs on the album, Equal Dirt, which would end up going viral and becoming a huge hit on TikTok.
Who this for? You my bitch, and we be fucking around every time. Bitch, who this for?
So I started the beat out with a melody that I made with my favorite vocalist to work with, Paola. So let's get into that. So the first thing that I did was create kind of a vintage soulful sample that I wanted her to record some soulful ad-libs and backing vocals on. And this was actually the first sample that I had ever worked with Paola on. And this is the soulful idea that I had sent over to her. And I'm not going to go too in depth breaking down how I made this because none of those sounds made the actual cut of this song. But what did make it was the vocals. So these are the vocals that she sent back that we worked on together, and they sound crazy. One thing that's insane to me is this sample was actually used on a different song on the album called Exhausted with Lil Papa. But for Equal Dirt, the only thing that they used from this sample was these vocal chops right here. So this main ad-lib right here. And then the second one right here. Once I had that made, I actually chopped up all those vocals that I used in this sample and put out my own vocal kit called Soul Vocals Volume 1. And my boy Geo6 ended up copying that kit and using some of the vocals in his own sample flip. And this is where the magic really starts to happen.
So I was just chilling and listening to some old music to make some samples, and this shit hit my algorithm. Luther Ingram's If Loving You Is Wrong, I Don't Want to Be Right. So fire, so I chopped it up, pitched up like 5 semitones, and it sounds like this. I first of all added the vintage right main, and it sounds like this. And I added Road. I followed the original chord progression. This one, I only added penman, and I added another layer. I used Evolution Rock Standard Elevator Classic. For the last layer, I added Real Vox Ladies, and this is Real Sauce. This is all layer, and I added bass. Yeah, Scarby bass, nice session. This shit is so fire. The key on the sample is this Kovi's local. This was the sauce. I added pitch wheel on this because this is the real sauce. It gives texture when you pitch up with this. Yeah, and I added EQ, custom high and low, and I added delay, always ping pong, and vintage verb. And then penman again. And then I added some accents on this. FX Flute and this wah-wah. That's pretty much it. And it sounds like this. I added the last part, chopped it up like hook on the song. I put it as outro.
I got this sample from G06, and then when I heard that, like, I immediately heard Rylo, and I was like, damn, this shit needs some piano, like jazzy chords and shit, you know? So I pulled up Keyscape, and then I kind of just laid this shit down. And then I added this bass, the Scarvy J bass from Contact, and then this is what that sounds like. I was at my homie's house and Stefan hit me up and he was like, need samples for Rylo, and I was like, I bet. And then I had to drive like an hour home to get my laptop and then had to drive an hour back. And then I was cooking up at my laptop speakers and I didn't even hear the bass. So there's like 2 basses in the sample, but like it's in the whole song. And then I just added like drum fills and stuff. And then just like that little transition just to make it like cleaner.
Whenever you made the sample, did you think it was special or was it just another one that you made?
When I first made it, like that night when I sent it, I was like, nah, like I didn't really think he was gonna use it. But then it turns out to be like my biggest song I have to date. And then yeah, that's literally like all I did. And then I just sent it over to Stefan. He made that beat like the same night and sent it within like an hour.
We're about to get into the drums with StephanSpazzin, but before that, if you like this loop and you want some soulful vocals just like the ones that we used for Equal Dirt, you can get those in my brand new $7 mini stash kit. It comes with over 200 insane vocals, soul loops, live instrument phrases, midis, presets, and everything that you can need to make some crazy bangers. And even though it's only $7, if you use the code EqualDirt, I'll give you 30% off the kit. So if you click the link in the description and use the code, you can get it for less than $5. Anyways, once the loop was done, my boy Stefan flipped it and he definitely killed the drums. So let's get into that.
First, it was October 13th. Rylo was working on his tape. I don't know if you remember, he ended up pushing the date back again and he was looking for some more beats. So I text Dawson, he made me a pack. He sent over this loop right here.
StephanSpazzin.
Yeah, this is my first place. That's so crazy. That shit, wow. This is the hi-hat pattern. Everybody loves my hi-hat pattern. I don't know.
Do you have any like thought process when you're making them, or you just freestyling it?
I kind of listen to like how the melody is going. I just find a rhythm for real, really. And I play with the velocity, you know? Like a lot of people like to just put theirs in 3-step. I use like every single one. It'd be all over the place, really. I laid the snare down, same with the clap, a little bounce with it. And when I made this beat, I was only making beats for like 5 months, I think. So I didn't really know too much about making beats. And then, yeah, this is the open hat. You hear this pattern a lot in like Rylo songs. It's really any trap song for real. The 808, I didn't want to go too crazy. Everybody like this half right here. And then I drop it back down right here at the end. Just play all the drums, so all the drums sound like together. And then with this part, I like how this part started. So I want to drop it. I want to drop the beat like right after it.
StephanSpazzin.
CJ is the guy I sent the beat to. It came off as an Instagram message. I just DM'd him, like I was going through rappers following. He was one of the artists I went to, Rylo was, and I seen his page and Rylo had liked one of his pictures. I'm like, so he's still in the mix. And it wasn't too long ago, so I DM'd him. He texts me back like probably 10 minutes later, no cap, sending him beat. Oh, like I texted him July 31st again. I said, "Did you ever get it, bro?" He said, "Yep." Well, he didn't send me nothing. He still didn't say anything. October 5th, I was like, "What's up, bro? What's your number? I just send you the beats so you can send to Rylo." Then he sent me his number. That was October 5th. And ever since then, you've been sending my beats to Rylo.
If this placement taught me anything, it's that one, you never know who's going to use your stuff or where it's going to end up. And two, to just put your stuff everywhere. It's kind of crazy to think about that one loop I had made with a vocalist could end up being 2 songs on a major album with the same exact vocals in both of them, just from people using my kits online. So don't think that you need to have all of these crazy industry connects to get big placements. And at the end of the day, just put yourself out there as much as you can, because you never know who's watching. If you enjoyed this video or learned anything, hit that subscribe button so I can keep making more videos like this, and I'll see you guys next time.